What I have here is this 1/4" drive ratchet that I've been using that's been skipping on me. So I figured what better time than now than to take it apart and see what's going on. What I'm hoping for is that I just need to clean it out inside of here and that it's still usable. But what I fear is that the gears inside of here are all messed up. So we're gonna take it apart and see what's going on. All right, so one of the first things I'm gonna do, and I've got this little container here, and I'm gonna do this kind of inside of here, because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna stick these onto here like this, pull this ring off, and if I don't do this, that ring is gonna go flying somewhere and I'm never gonna find it. So I'm trying to just control this. So I'm gonna kind of get it locked onto here, kind of close that a little bit, and pull this ring out. Just like that. I don't know if you can see that, but these things do not hold onto these clips very well. Now that was a success. So let's get this out of here for a minute. All right, I haven't pulled one of these apart in a while. Yeah, just pull it apart. All right. So I don't know if you can see all that in there. Little gears. Now this mechanism, this pawl, P-A-W-L, is what makes this whole thing work. So I'm gonna put that down real quick. We're gonna look at this pawl. What I'm looking at is these gears inside of there. You can kind of see them, they look all right. And then you click it over. All right, I got a little bit of a close-up here. Again, nothing obvious on those two little gears. Kind of see a little bit of metal worn, not much. See that gear in there again. Take a look at this gear. It's pretty good too. They're shiny. It's probably what's going on. Probably just really worn. All right, let's clean this up and see what's going on here. All I have is just some basic carb parts cleaner, nothing fancy. I'm kind of just gonna spray all these. Make sure you got some splash goggles, any kind of goggles, gloves. This stuff's nasty. Anyways, let's clean this up. Take a look, clean it up. Pretty clean. Let's see what's going on with this guy. Oop. Another quick blast. Doesn't surprise me. Anyways, it looks pretty good. I really want to try and get a close-up of what I'm seeing right here because I'm pretty sure I found this problem. But if it's awful, I apologize. And I couldn't find a scribe, so I have this little tiny screwdriver. So I wanted to come in at this angle. I mean, you can see because of the light, I'm trying. I apologize. Right here, you can kind of see this is rounded over. It doesn't look that bad from right here, but it's definitely rounded, if you can see right there. Same thing with this other one. As I flip this, and again, I apologize. You can see this little rounding right here. It's probably exactly what this thing is slipping on, or why it is slipping. You can kind of see it. It's just a hair round, and that's all it takes for these. But I really can't get the best angle. You can kind of just see it's rounded if I get the right spot. But the same thing with this right here, if you kind of, oops, sorry. Again, I apologize. If you kind of just look as you turn this, you'll see little shiny spots that kind of, like right there, kind of caught my eye. Going through here. Ooh, another one. That's a good one. All those little imperfections, sitting on the little imperfections inside of there, are going to cause this thing to slip. But I think that's our answer. I'm going to put it back together. Let me see if I can find another one. Yeah, you can just kind of see all these imperfections, all these shiny spots are where, oh, there's a good one. And hopefully you can see all these. Okay, so let's put this thing back together. The first thing what I want to do is I want to oil this up. Now, all I have is some butcher block oil that I've been using for a different project. It'll work. It's not ideal, but it'll work. It's essentially just mineral oil. You just need to lube this metal up. All metal really needs oil. It just preserves it. Get a little bit more oil. Right there. All right. So let's put that back in there. Upside down. Quick wipe it real quick because I got too much oil. Now, I don't have too much hope that this thing is going to work. I think it's done. Put our ring back in there. You can do this by hand. See, it's in there. It's in there good. It's not coming out. All right, let's see. Sounds all right. Sounds better than it did. We'll find out. If you have any questions or want to see other tools taken apart, mostly hand tools. I'm not taking apart drills. That gets expensive. We can do that. Mostly what I want to do is show how basic hand tools are used. And I do have another one coming out looking how to use these. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. And thank you.